The Crawford County Jail held an open house for the public this afternoon for their replacement project.
The open house gave citizens the chance to get more details on the renovations from the commissioners of the project. News 8 Now's Shaquille Davis was there and has more on the story. Shaq?
Ken, Emily, after the open house, I was lucky enough to get a tour and see what the old jail looked like and got firsthand, see why the new jail is needed. Things such as air circulation and plumbing need upgrades.
Every part of it needs to be upgraded. And basically, I mean, it's from, mostly it's this, a big part of it's the space.
Scott elaborates in saying that the old jail just doesn't fit the new state standards and codes for jails. It's also not ADA accessible.
American Disabilities Act, so you'll see that when you go up some of the narrow stairways, the handrails aren't correct. So you start to see all those deficiencies that it doesn't meet today's standards or codes.
He has been doing this kind of work for years and says jail renovations are all too familiar with him.
We've done probably about 400 jail studies and projects throughout the Midwest.
He also says the biggest thing that he wants you to know about the design is that it caters to the needs of the people, not the wants. And this starts with being cost conscious.
But when you look at the total project cost of the facility, you start to see that the construction is one piece of it, but the staffing that goes into it over a 30-year lifespan can be very expensive.
Many times, 10% of the 30-year budget goes towards the construction, with operational costs like staffing and utilities making up 90% of the budget.
So really what we're trying to do is get a very staff-efficient layout so that we can limit the staff, which is the biggest driver of the total cost in the grand scheme of things.
This project is costing around $30 million, asking to borrow $10 million 3 different times over the next 2 years while they construct it, in hopes of taking advantage of a better interest rate market.
So I think it's probably scheduled for about 20 months of construction. So I don't think we're going to get it done in time in 2025, but probably beginning of 26.
All the commissioners are hoping to start the construction this upcoming September. Also, they will be doing the little things such as finding different building materials to keep the costs down. Ken and Emily.
All right, Shaquille Davis live in studio. Thank you, Shaq.